Okay? Perfect. The back. Beautiful. Thank you. This is energy, yes. Okay, it's very nice to welcome you all here to Cryptİst, Turkey's first developer-focused crypto conference. It's also nice to give our international friends an excuse to come and visit Istanbul. Hopefully they'll come back. But perhaps with the after party they won't be able to visit as many of the sites as they wanted to. Just a little bit about myself. My name's Errol Drummond. I'm born and raised in England, but I'm half Turkish. My mother's Turkish. I spent the last couple of years in the zero-knowledge space, and I spent half that time at Alio, which is a privacy-focused layer 1. And now I'm moving on to a grant at Ethereum to implement a voting system, a blockchain-based voting system, in a proof system called Halo 2, that was previously in grant 16. I think that blockchain can be integrated in many ways into government in the future, but that's many hours and many man-hours many years away. For the opening talk, we wanted to give you a little bit about the story behind how Cryptİst came about. So I moved to Istanbul, to Turkey in March, and since then, every Turkish person I've met has asked me the same question. Some of you have asked me this question, and you asked me, why did you move to Turkey? So I think there are many valid reasons to move to Turkey. Beautiful country, lovely food, lovely people. But the obvious subtext here is that many Turkish people are trying to move away. They're trying to go abroad for other reasons. Indeed, my co-organizer Murat spent 5 years creating an ecosystem that trained people in AI and software development and shipped them off to great companies in America and Europe. Like, the opportunities in Turkey don't compare to the opportunities abroad. But that changes with crypto.
Hello everyone, happy to see each and every one of you here at Cryptİst today. I am the co-host together with Errol and Mustafa. Like Errol said, I built 2 hacker spaces based in Istanbul. If you are not familiar with the term hacker is the person who has the ability to break into computers. Among programmers, it means a good programmer. Based on Paul Graham's definition, it's a person who can make the computers do whatever he or she wants to do, whether a computer wants to do it or not. Such a cool explanation, right? So I have close networks with computer science departments of top universities in Turkey: Boğaziçi University, CS department, Koç University, Istanbul Technical University, in Ankara, Middle Eastern Technical University, Bilkent University, and Hacettepe University. Last month, I quit my job, the job that I started, and jumped into rabbit hole, like you guys did. And I'm happy this is my very first and welcoming event into crypto, and I'm glad that it's about zero knowledge. Another reason I left my job is brain drain. I'm sure all Turkish people are familiar with this. If you are a talented computer engineer, everybody wants you to into their team. I might have more friends in London, Berlin, and Amsterdam than Istanbul, which is good. But I like Istanbul. As you see, it's a beautiful city, and I want highly talented people to stay here and work for global companies. And this is very possible by crypto. This is my next adventure and next job. I will try to have another umbrella organization for computer engineers, cryptography researchers, and professional DAO contributors. Today, in addition to our speakers and sponsors, we have guests from Koç University Cryptography Research Group, Osman. We have a representative from Middle East Technical University Cryptography Research Group under Math and Applied Mathematics Department. We have a representative from TÜBİTAK Bilgi Blockchain Research Group. As far as I know, there are 3 Turkish people working for Ethereum Foundation, and they're all here. And I met with some non-Turkish person working for Ethereum Foundation. Please go and find those people and talk to them. This is very good chance to meet with those people. At the end of this summer, again, I will start my new community company. It's based on, again, talented computer engineers and researchers. So if you are into crypto and doing those stuff, please find me at coffee breaks.
Thank you, Murat. So the pandemic has kind of supercharged companies' willingness to let people work from home, to work from wherever they want to. But now that Corona's dying down a little bit, not really, a lot of companies are trying to bring people back to the office, kind of against their will. I don't think that's a great idea. I think there's not much evidence to suggest it's going to help them in any way. But if you allow people to work from wherever they want, you're going to kind of, if you open the talent pool to anybody who has an internet connection, you're just going to get better people, better quality talent coming out, and more suited people who have the right curiosity and desires to build what you want them to build. So aside from creating better quality products in crypto by opening up the talent space, more relevant to today is that we're going to start seeing more people in Turkey working in the crypto space. And Cryptİst is kind of hoping to help these people connect with each other, get to know each other, and also connect with the global crypto community and provide them opportunities. But more directly, like, why Istanbul and why here? And this is because we believe that Turkey is going to be an innovation hub for crypto. So I did a trip around Turkey when I moved here on March and April with my colleague Anthony at Alio, and we met lots of talented students, and since then I've met many other people. We've been doing monthly meetups with Murat helped organise, and I've met many of you through there. We've seen so many talented engineers and very passionate people with a lot of vigour to build things of value, and we want to give you, help you harness your potential. It takes a lot of social capital to bring so many good speakers and sponsoring companies here. And like, a lot of these people are my friends, and I wouldn't have asked them to come unless we didn't believe in you. Yeah, so we want to give you all the opportunity to interact with these great speakers and sponsors in person, so you can ask them lots of questions. And then potentially in future years, some of you may be up here speaking as well, telling us about your escapades and products in the crypto space. The focus for this year's Cryptİst is on zero knowledge. In future years, we want to expand it. We want to do a track on zero knowledge. We want to do a track on DAOs and decentralized society. I personally think that DAOs are going to be one of the biggest things that come out of crypto. They're very kind of hard to do right. I think most DAOs that are around now are not going to be around in the future, but we have to experiment with these organizational designs and see which ones do well, and what kind of problems we can solve with DAOs, because we can't do everything with them. I think if you are interested in DAOs quite a lot, you can speak to one of our partners, ZKYet, you can find them here, he can tell you a lot about them. We also want to do a track on general developer stuff, general developer tooling, and then we want to do a more academic focus track for cryptography and other blockchain related things. It would also be nice to have an associated hackathon. Some people are working towards that. But primarily we're interested in the conference aspect. But for right now, let's just take a moment to appreciate the gargantuan power of this phenomenal technology that is zero knowledge. It's got two primary properties that we care about. The first is the privacy aspect, that you can prove something without sharing information you don't want to. So you can do things in a completely private way online now, which wasn't really possible before. Pseudonymity turned out not to be as safe as we thought it was. And the other aspect is the scalability, which kind of means that you can do expensive computational operations on-chain in a cheap way. But these kind of details are very technical, and you need a lot of examples and use cases to help understand what you can do with them. And I know a lot of our guest speakers are going to explain this stuff with a lot more grace than I can do. So yeah, we look forward to hearing from them.
We have prepared a wonderful experience for you today. We got more applications than we expected. It was around 450, but due to our limited space, we could invite only you. So if your friends didn't get invitation, please tell them it's not about they're not qualified, it's about we have a space limit. I want to thank my team, Errol, Mustafa, Aleyna, Cenaz, Tuğçe, and our lovely volunteers. Without their contribution, we couldn't make it this point. I want to thank our sponsors, Alio, DYDX, Ethereum Foundation, Manta Network, O1 Labs, Paribu Ventures, and Scroll. Thank you for your support. I want to thank our partners, BTC Haber, BuChain and İTÜ student clubs. Thank you guys. ZK, if you are Turkish speaker and interested in ZK, please go and read their newsletter. Arman and Mark, they are doing a wonderful job. And Node 101 and Layer 2 Planet, Emre. Thank you guys. I want to thank South Galata for hosting us today. Some reminders before starting are today. We prepared code of conduct. It is the list of rules for you to be safe and free. So if you see any problem with that, please go and talk to Tuğçe. She's in charge of enforcing our code of conduct. We called it community event. So if you are thinking about how you can contribute to this, please take a photo or write down a blog post about what you see and experience today. And you can use Cryptİst hashtag while sharing it. This is some way that you can contribute to us. Be active and don't be shy. This is specifically for Turkish people. I know they're like shy and don't talk to each other, but here, like everyone you see is here to meet with you. Please go and talk to them. Don't be shy. We prepared some stickers. Like this one open to work. So if you are looking for an intern or a job in crypto or ZK, or if you want to recruit people, please use like if you see an open to work sticker, go and talk to them, and hopefully you will have more collaboration in the future. We have some red stickers. I know some anonymous people are here. So if they don't want to mention their name, please respect their privacy. And if you don't want to be in pictures or videos, there is a red sticker on the welcoming desk. So putting that red sticker means you won't be in those videos or photos. Here is the workshop area. We have a catering area right next to us. We have a restroom here, 2 restrooms. If you want to use restroom and there is a line, you can use other floors in here. If you want to smoke, there is a balcony and terrace to smoke in the first floor. Wi-Fi, if you are a Turkish speaker, you can connect to the gas net. If you are a non-Turkish citizen, we have a password. You can go and ask to Errol about the password. And we have a charger station and a sponsor station right next to the catering area. These are my reminders. I think we are done. Yep.
Yeah, you mentioned coming back up, right?
You mentioned it.
Oh, so in order to use the elevators to get to the 4th floor, you need a card. So if you're going to go down to smoke or use the toilets downstairs, either go with somebody with a card. But if you can't do that, you can go to the 3rd floor and use the stairs. But there's a door there that's closed, so when you open it, please close it again, otherwise random people will start turning up and it'll be a bit confusing. Okay, thank you. That's done for the opening talk. We just need 30 seconds to help set up our next speaker.
Sure.
Let's get in. Thank you.